Hey, it's Tony talking CarBiz. Here's a quick video on the new 2020 Toyota Highlander Platinum Edition. So as you may know already, 2020, it's an all-new Highlander. A little bit longer, a little longer wheelbase, and just a complete redesign. Now, the Platinum Edition is the top of the line, and this particular one is silver metallic, and it looks really, really nice on this vehicle. So here's your wheel and tire setup. Those are actually a 20-inch aluminum alloy wheel. So that's the biggest wheel they've put on a Highlander as of yet. And that rides on a P235 55R Bridgestone all-season tire, which is a nice smooth tire for driving on road. And really that's the focus of this vehicle, is the luxury ride on road. Now it is an all-wheel drive, so it does have capabilities to drive over to the park bench, but I certainly don't recommend taking it deer hunting. You'll notice up on the top, this one does have the cargo rack, which is an attachment, but this one came with it from the factory. We've got a color to match shark fin antenna, and then a color to match rear spoiler across the back, which has the third brake light integrated right in there. Now you'll notice the back windows are all tinted out. That's a factory tinting. Looks really sharp on this vehicle, and there's chrome accents running down the bottom of the window line here. On the outside mirrors, they're colored to match. Here's your LED indicators, and these are those breakaway mirrors. So if you need to get into a tight parking space, you can do that. And then we have our blind spot monitoring right here. And then these are also heated outside mirrors. So know that this is a $50,000 Highlander. So it really has just about everything you can get, including the 360 cameras. And that's underneath the mirror right there. So there's a number of cameras that help build a 360-degree profile of the vehicle, and you'll see that when we get on the interior. Around the back, we've got the Toyota badging in chrome, Highlander's chrome, and then a chrome threshold protector, and your Platinum all-wheel drive badges are also chrome. Nice contrast with the silver metallic. And then you'll discover we actually have two cameras here in the back. One is for backup camera, and one's part of the 360 package. And then the Platinum does come with the power lift gate, which does have that wave feature where you kind of wave your foot under it to open it as well. All-season cargo mats, standard on this one, or part of the accessories on this one, I should say. We do have some additional storage under here, and that thing right there, that's your cargo cover. So there's a place to stow that away if you're not using it. That all drops down like so. And then of course on the Platinum, we do have the premium JBL audio system. So this is a subwoofer. And then your seats do fold down, 60-40 fold down. They're not power seats. So I think that's a bit of a miss on a luxury vehicle like this. There should be push button to drop those down. But in order to drop them down, it's exactly like it was on the earlier version. I'm going to push this handle over here and then drop it down. And those headrests are supposed to fall down, I suppose, if you give it a little bit of time. But I think they didn't up their game on the folding rear seats like I think they could have for a luxury vehicle. There are cup holders here in the back for your back passengers, and tie down hooks right there in the back corners. So that's your fold down rear seat. There is a ton of space in there, so I don't think they missed it on the space, but I think on a Platinum $50,000 vehicle, they could have made those seats power in the back, I believe. You'll notice on the braking system, we do have a four-wheel disc brake system. So that'll stop you on a dime. And of course we have anti-lock brakes. Here on the doors, there's bottle holders here. And you can see your seats do fold down. Again, I think the seats are probably more complicated than they need to be. Some of the competitors have just a one button to put them down. On the Highlander, there's a handle here, there's two more down here, there's a recliner, there's a sliding mechanism. Seems pretty complicated to me. But the seats, I like the light gray interior, perforated. Those are leather. And then your back passengers, they're treated to their own temperature controls, heated seats in the back, and some power ports way down there on the bottom. I think this is a miss. Those are too far down. If you've got your standard iPhone plug, the cable's probably not long enough. I've seen other vehicles where they have them up here in the seats, or they could have them in the doors, but this seems kind of old-fashioned. And for an all-new vehicle, I think they missed that opportunity. Maybe they'll fix it next year. You can see we do have the panoramic moonroof. Looks great. We've got passenger assist grips back here. There's your rear seat air conditioning heating vents, and they do have those in the back seat as well. So a lot of carryover features and design styles, or I should say function styles, that we saw in the 2019. I do like the finish on the doors. This is kind of, it looks like a wood, but it's a gray wood. I don't know what you'd call it, but it looks really nice. It's laminated. And then up on the dash, they're using kind of a carbon fiber brushed aluminum effect here. Looks nice, and we have a dark top here with that contrast stitching, and then a light lower with the stitching that matches. And there's a little bit of a package shelf right here as well, and that tucks all the way down underneath the sound system. So I think that's a good design style. I like it a lot. You can see the seats here, perforated leather seats, power seats on the driver's or on the passenger side. The driver's seat's power, but it also has lumbar support. No lumbar support on the passenger seat. Kind of an odd duck there. Highlander thresholds, and here's some more of those all-season floor mats. Let's go ahead and I'll swing around to the driver's side, and we'll take a look at the center console and the sound system. Okay, here we are in the driver's seat. The steering wheel, leather wrapped, smaller in dimension, and it is padded, so really comfortable in the hand. It's our new 3-spoke steering wheel design, so 1, 2, 3. We've got the brushed aluminum effect going around here and up around the corners as well. Looks really nice on this vehicle with the piano black down here on the bottom. Over on the left-hand side are all the controls for your sound system and your Bluetooth. And then over on the right-hand side, we've got our on and off switch for our pedestrian detection, lane departure, cruise control, and all those types of things. Wiper controls here, headlight and fog light controls over here. Down on the lower part of the dash here, we do have a memory power seat, driver's memory, power windows, door locks, cruise tilt, air, and a whole bunch of switches down here. Don't know if you can see those there. Automatic headlights. This is for our 360 view for our cameras. Tailgate, heated steering wheel, and then we have de-icer for the front windshield, so we can actually defrost the front windshield the same as we would the back. And then a small storage compartment right here. It's going to pan back up to the door with the extra lighting on there. Hope you can see that trim, that wood trim. It looks really great. It's kind of a gray silver. Looks like it's marbled or almost like a wood. So a nice design style on that. I really like that. I'm a bigger fan of a light gray interior as opposed to a black interior. I just think it makes a car feel more spacious inside. It does show the dirt, but turns out maybe just need to wipe it down a little more often than a black interior. Controls up here for Safety Connect, overhead dome lights. We've got an automatic dimming mirror here with or the projector that goes out the back, so when you can flip over to more of a LCD type of rear view mirror. It's kind of cool, but I don't know. I don't necessarily care for it. Your center stack. Now this is all new for 2020, and I'll tell you, it is huge. I think it's supposed to be like 11 inches across here. Dynamic navigation, and it's all fingertip controlled. We can also control our heating and air conditioning right here. We can control our heated seat controls. We can control our temperature. Everything's right here. If we want to get rid of that, we can hide it and expand. So there's a lot of stuff there. I'm just not going to spend a lot of time on it, other than to say I like the look of it. Heated seats, air conditioned or cooled seats, I should say. Dual temperature controls. So a whole lot of stuff going on here. Stop into the dealership. I'm sure we'd be happy to walk you through all those features. But for the purpose of this video, I just want to give you an overview. JBL audio speakers right up in the doors. Those are called the A-pillars on a car. So right in the corner of the A-pillars, and then this would be the B-pillar, and so on going back. Let's take a look down here at our center console real quick. So power ports down here. There's a place for your phone, but it's not wireless charging right here. There's a little plug, so you're supposed to thread your cable up through that, you know, from way down here up through here. It works just fine, and there's a place here, but no wireless charging anywhere up in this space. To me, it's a little bit of a miss for Toyota, because it seems like when I'm in my car, I just want to throw my phone somewhere, and if it can charge, that's great. I don't want to have to plug it in. The Platinum Edition does have wireless charging, but it's in the weirdest place. They actually have hidden it under the armrest, so you have to open this up and drop your phone right here, which seems goofy to me. Where are you going to put your arm while your phone's charging? And if your phone's laying on there and you want to put your arm down, you close this, now all of a sudden the phone rings. I guess the idea is you're going to use the Bluetooth, but I have to say, I go both ways with that. Sometimes I'll want to use Bluetooth, other times I want to talk on the phone, especially if maybe I have my kids in the car. So having that wireless charging under the armrest seems like kind of like a miss to me. I think it'd be better if you could just drop your phone down here or drop it up here, and it would wireless charge. But that's me. Automatic transmission, leather wrapped, dual cup holders, and more of that gray marbled effect. Smart key, parking hold. Here's our suspension traction setups. Here's our transmission, Eco, Normal, Sport, so everything can be changed right in the center console. And then back to this armrest, just want to point out one more thing. Underneath the charger, there's a huge place to put stuff, and there's also another charger down there, so plenty of storage for sure. I just would have liked to seen this QI charging up here somewhere, or maybe up on the dash, but it is what it is. So there's a quick look on the interior from the driver's perspective. The instrumentation, before I go, I like it. I like the style of it. It's big, bold gauges, easy to read. The white on silver, real nice. This is interesting. Toyota actually shows you where people are in the car and whether they're buckled up or not. So you see right here where it's red, that's where I'm sitting. But if I had kids all the way in the back, it would tell me whether they're buckled or not. And then we have the clock out there as well. So overall, I think an upgrade compared to the 2019, a different vehicle than the 2019, and some areas where I think they could do a little bit better. Boy, I hope you appreciate me being candid on my opinion. I think I have an opinion, and that's why I'm doing the video, so agree or disagree. But either way, thanks for watching. This is Tony talking CarBiz.